Good morning, friends. Happy Monday. We have been working on story elements for the past few days. Pause the video and describe story elements to someone in your house. Ready to go? Story elements are the characters, the setting, and the plot in our story. So I know that characters is who is in the story. I know that the setting is where and when my story takes place. And I know that plot is the beginning, the middle, and the end. We started diving into plot on Friday, where we were practicing retelling our story. Today we're going to build off of that, and we're going to start adding in a problem and a solution. Now, a problem in a story is the trouble that a character in our story faces. The solution is how they fix their problem or how they get what they want. Now, today when we read our story called Jamaicas Find, we're going to be looking for her problem and how she solves her problem. As I read the story, just so we can make sure we're still practicing our other elements of story elements, I'm going to be asking you questions about the characters and the setting. So I'm going to be asking you to describe Jamaica and our setting as well. Now, freeze. What is your job when you read today? What is your main job when you read today? You are going to be finding the problem and solution. You're also going to be answering questions about our other story elements like characters and setting. Now, what is a problem? Yeah, a problem is like a trouble that a character faces in the story. Solution is how that trouble or that problem gets fixed. Let's get started. Jamaicas Find. When Jamaica arrived at the park, there was no one there. It was almost supper time, but she had a few minutes to play. She sat in a swing, pushed off with her toes, and began pumping. It was fun not to have to watch out for the little ones who always ran in front of the swings. Then she climbed up the slide. There was a red sock hat on the ladder step. Jamaica took it for a ride. She slid down so fast she fell in the sand and lay flat on her back. When she rolled over to get up, she saw a stuffed dog beside her. It was a cuddly gray dog, worn from hugging. All over it were faded food and grass stains. Its button nose must have fallen off. There was a round white spot in its place. 2 black ears hung from its head. Do you think someone left it there on accident? I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty used and kind of gross. Let's keep reading and see. Jamaica put the dog in her bicycle basket. She took the hat to the park house and gave it to the young man at the counter. Freeze. Let's describe Jamaica in our story. Let's continue to practice our other story elements, so let's describe Jamaica. Pause the video and describe Jamaica to someone in your house. Ready to go? All right. I would describe Jamaica as a little girl. She's wearing a red or pink sweater and some blue jeans. It seems like she's really responsible because she's allowed to go to the park by herself. And she seems helpful. She's taking the sock hat that she found and giving it to a park manager there. Wow, Jamaica sounds really nice. Let's also describe our setting so far. It looks like our setting is taking place in a park. The park has swings. We know that because Jamaica was riding on one. And I believe it probably has many other things that you'd see at a park. It looks like there's a little house where the park manager works at, or a little building. And it looks like the area has a lot of grass, a lot of trees, and I bet you that it probably has other things that you'd see normally in a park. The first thing her mother said when Jamaica came in the door was, "Where did that dog come from? Oh no! Did Jamaica forget to put the dog on the counter too with the red sock hat? Let's find out." The park. I stopped to play on the way home, Jamaica said. I found someone's red hat and took it to the lost and found. But Jamaica, you should have returned that dog too, said her mother. Then she said, I'm glad you returned the hat. It didn't fit me, Jamaica said. Maybe the dog doesn't fit you either, her mother said. I like the dog, said Jamaica. Now, Pause the video for a second. I want you to be thinking, was it right for Jamaica to take that dog? Give me a silent thumbs up or a silent thumbs down if you think it was right for Jamaica to take the dog. I agree. I don't think that she shouldn't have. What sentence did you hear me read that tells you why she took the dog? I'm going to reread this page and you're going to tell me the sentence that tells you why she took the dog. The first thing her mother said when Jamaica came in the door was, "Where did that dog come from?" "The park. I stopped to play on the way home," Jamaica said. "I found someone's red hat and took it to the lost and found." "But Jamaica, you should have returned that dog too," said her mother. Then she said, "I'm glad you returned the hat." "It didn't fit me," Jamaica said. "Maybe the dog doesn't fit you either," her mother said. "I like the dog," Jamaica said. What sentence? Pause the video and answer. What sentence makes you know or makes you think why Jamaica took the dog? I agree. I think it's because she likes the dog. Even though it's kind of raggedy and has stains on it, she still likes the dog. But just because she likes the dog, should she have taken it? No. Let's keep reading and see if we can identify our problem now. I think it might be coming up. "Don't put that silly dog on the table," Jamaica's brother said. "You don't know where it came from." "It isn't clean, you know," her father said. "Not in the kitchen, Jamaica," her mother said. Jamaica took the dog to her room. She could hear her mother say, "It probably belongs to a girl just like Jamaica." After dessert, Jamaica went to her room very quietly. She held up the dog and looked at it closely. Then she tossed it on a chair. "Jamaica," her mother called from the kitchen. "Have you forgotten? It's your turn to dry the dishes." "Do I have to, Mother? I don't feel good," Jamaica answered. Jamaica heard the pots rattle. Then she heard her mother's steps. Freeze. Why don't you think Jamaica's feeling good? Pause the video and answer that question to someone in your house. Why don't you think Jamaica's feeling good? All right, are we ready? Is it because her tummy hurts from eating dinner? No. Is it because maybe she played too much at the park and now her stomach hurts? No. I think the reason that Jamaica's feeling bad is because she's feeling guilty. In fact, I think that might be our problem. Jamaica is feeling guilty about taking the dog when she knew that it wasn't hers. That's called an internal problem. That's when the character is having issues with making a decision or with something that they chose to do. So I think that our problem is that Jamaica is feeling guilty about taking the dog because she knows that it's not hers. Let's see what they do to fix Jamaica's problem, or what Jamaica does to fix her problem. Her mother came in quietly, sat down by Jamaica, and looked at the stuffed dog, which lay alone on the chair. She didn't say anything. After a while, she put her arms around Jamaica and squeezed for a long time. "Mother, I want to take the dog back to the park," Jamaica said. "We'll go first thing in the morning." Her mother smiled. It sounds like Jamaica is going to do the right thing. Let's keep going. She's going to fix her problem. Jamaica ran to the park house and plopped the stuffed dog on the counter. "I found this one by the slide," she told the young man. "Oh, hi, aren't you the girl who gave me the hat last night?" "Yes," said Jamaica, feeling hot around her ears. "You sure do find a lot of things. I'll put it in the lost and found shelf." Jamaica stood watching him. "Is that all?" he asked. "You didn't find anything else, did you?" "No, that's all." She stayed to watch him put the dog on the shelf behind him. "I'm sure some little girl or boy will come in after it today. A nice little dog like that," the young man said. How do you think Jamaica is feeling now about what she did? Pause the video and answer that question to someone in your home. How do you think Jamaica is feeling now that she returned the dog back to the park manager so someone else can find it, the owner can find it? Ready? I think that she's feeling a lot better. At first she was feeling guilty because she took this dog that she knew that she shouldn't have, but now it sounds like her solution to her problem was returning it back to the park manager so a little girl or a little boy can find it. Let's see what happens. Jamaica ran outside. She didn't feel like playing alone. There was no one else at the park but her mother, who sat on a bench. Then Jamaica saw a girl and her mother cross the street to the park. "Hi, I'm Jamaica. What's your name?" she said to the girl. The girl let go of her mother's hand. "Kristen," she said. "Do you want to climb the jungle gym with me, Kristen?" Jamaica said. Ooh, it looks like Jamaica's making a friend. Kristen ran towards Jamaica. "Yes, but I have to find something first." Freeze. Let's make a guess. Let's make a prediction. That's an educated guess. Let's make a prediction. What do you think Kristen needs to find? Pause the video for a second and think about what Kristen needs to find. Ready to go? I think that she's probably looking for that stuffed dog. Give me a silent thumbs up or a silent thumbs down if you thought that she's looking for the stuffed dog too. Yeah, I think she is too. She was looking under the slide, which I think is where Jamaica ended up finding it, right? Let's keep going. "What?" asked Jamaica. Kristen was bending under the slide. "What did you lose?" said Jamaica. "Edgar dog. I brought him with me yesterday and now I can't find him," Kristen answered. "Was he kind of gray with black ears?" Jamaica couldn't keep from shouting. "Come along with me." Ooh, I think Jamaica's really excited to show her where her dog is. Look at her smiling. You can tell that she's excited to do it. She knows that she did the right thing by turning it in. The young man in the park house looked over the counter at the two girls. "Now what have you found?" he asked Jamaica. But this time Jamaica didn't drop anything onto the counter. Instead, she smiled her biggest smile. "I found the girl who belongs to that stuffed dog." Wow. Why do you think Jamaica is so happy right now and smiling? Because it doesn't sound like Jamaica's going to get the stuffed dog, right? So why would she be smiling about someone else taking it? Pause the video and think for a second about why she's happy about it. I agree. I think that because she was having so many feelings of guilt and feeling bad for taking something that wasn't hers, she feels a lot better knowing that that person whose dog it is finally got their dog back. She did the right thing. She knows that she did the right thing by turning in the dog to the park manager. So now Kristen can find her dog and have it back with her. Jamaica was almost as happy as Kristen, who took Edgar dog in her arms and gave him a big welcome back hug. All right, friends, what did we practice doing today? Yeah, we practiced finding our problem and our solution. We found out that Jamaica's problem was that she was feeling guilty because she took something that wasn't hers, and then her solution was to go and turn it into the park manager, and then Kristen ended up finding it, and I bet you Kristen and Jamaica are friends now. Now, when you complete your exit ticket after you watch this video today, you're going to be identifying the problem and solution. So make sure once you're done with this video, you go straight to your assignments and go ahead and begin your exit ticket where you are identifying problem and solution. Remember, problem is the trouble that the characters face or a character faces, and solution is how they fix that problem or how they fix that trouble. All right, have a good rest of your day. See you.